Spooky season is right around the corner, and I know many of you will be enjoying Halloween on the high seas. Halloween is one of our favorite holidays to celebrate on Disney Cruise Line. From the fun pumpkin trees in the atrium, Halloween movies in the theaters, fun not-so-spooky stories, plenty of Halloween activities. They'll have Halloween-themed game shows, themed treats and drinks, and for the adults, they will typically have an adults-only Halloween party later in the evening, with a costume contest, and of course, plenty of candy. There is so much fun to be had, especially as you get older. It can be hard to find a good Halloween party, but you know Disney knows how to throw a party.
Greetings! I am your master of ceremonies for Halloween on the high seas.
Two particularly fun aspects of a Halloween cruise are the trick-or-treating available for us kids at heart and the characters in their Halloween costumes. They are so adorable. Minnie and Mickey in classic Halloween attire. It is so cute to see them in these costumes. We particularly enjoy Chip and Dale. And of course, people are gonna dress up. We'll get all into that. They're gonna have a Mickey's Masquerade party, the themed character meet and greets. You're gonna find the information for all of those activities in your Disney Cruise Line Navigator app. Pro tip, if you don't have it, download the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app. You will need it for everything. And historically, they will have a designated day on every single cruise, which is Halloween for that cruise. It can be especially fun to celebrate Halloween on a Disney cruise ship. They're gonna have plenty of nods to the spooky season while you are on the ship. That's what makes it the most fun. Okay, so let's dive into everything Halloween. We're gonna start off with the first day you get on the ship. On the first night of each cruise, they're going to have the lighting of the pumpkin tree. The pumpkin tree will be in the atrium or the grand hall, depending on which ship you are in. Make sure you check your Navigator app. It makes it really convenient to see what's going on and where. You can just heart the activities, super easy. This will be the first evening of the cruise. Now this is Disney. Even though it's Halloween on the high seas, there are still lines at Disney. So make sure you get there early to get your spot. They're gonna light the pumpkin tree. The caretaker is there that looks after the tree. They'll have story time where they will share the legend of the pumpkin tree, and at the end is when the tree comes to life. The characters will be there. It's just a fun way to start the cruise. Just to make it a little bit more fun, they are not going to all have the same pumpkin tree ship to ship either. The experience is going to vary a little bit from ship to ship. They all have pumpkin trees a little bit different. One other thing you really want to make sure and note for that first night is if there is any Halloween merchandise that you are wanting to get, make sure you check your Navigator app and find out what time the gift shops open. Get there when they open, because their merchandise sells out. Same as in the parks, it's gonna sell out on the cruise ship. So if there's anything in particular that you're hoping they might have for Halloween merchandise, or if you just want to get something, go to the shop the first evening. Stuff will sell out. And if they don't have it, keep popping back by. Sometimes people bring stuff back, so you might still be able to find something. And sometimes they will put stuff out on different days. Just check in with them if there's something particular you're looking for. On the day that is considered Halloween during your cruise, that will be noted in your Navigator app. Either early in that day or the evening before, you will get a bag from your stateroom host. They'll leave it in there with a little bit of candy. That way you can take it around for trick-or-treating. A lot of people like to bring their own reusable bags because they can give you a lot of candy on the ship. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like just a bag and they don't really have a bunch of candy from place to place, but typically they're gonna have the station set up on deck and maybe in the atrium as well, and they're just gonna give you handfuls of candy. So do with that what you will. It is kind of fun as an adult to be able to go and do trick-or-treating again. It's just not something you get to do once you get past a certain age, and that's why so many people love Disney, because it's really fun for kids of any age. And pro tip, if you've got tiny humans or even just a lot of costume items, packing cubes and vacuum seal bags are a must. We use vacuum seal bags that you can just press the air out of, so you don't need any type of pump or anything. Super handy also if you have the packing cubes. You can separate the costumes into the bags, throw them into the cubes, throw them in the drawer. You're gonna be all ready. And another pro tip, get yourself a pop-up hamper. Those are super convenient as well. Throughout that Halloween day on the ship, they are going to have everything extra themed. There's always music playing on a Disney ship. Usually it's Disney music. It's just a lot of fun. On that day, they're gonna have Halloween music everywhere. That's a lot of fun. Other things they will have on that Halloween day, they will have Halloween movies in the cinema and on Funnel Vision.
You best start believing in ghost stories. You're in one.
They'll have a Halloween sing-along sometimes. The characters will be in their Halloween costumes all day. They will have the themed character meet and greets. And one of the really fun ones, of course, they have the iconic Sanderson sisters from the movie Hocus Pocus, Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, and Clarabelle Cow as the Sanderson sisters. So cute. One of the most popular meet and greets on the cruise ship is definitely going to be Jack and Sally. Make sure you get there a little bit early for that one. They'll also have Halloween themed crafts throughout the day. They're also going to have Halloween themed trivia, Halloween themed game shows. They will also have some themed activities going on in the youth clubs for the tiny humans. And of course, it's Disney, so feel free to bring out the costumes. You can do costumes all day if you want. A lot of people typically will put their costumes on perhaps later in the day, especially if it's a full dress. You will see full costumes, makeup, everything. Some of my favorites are the group costumes. They're so fun. Adults only, families, you name it. You'll also see people with just a pumpkin shirt or no costume at all. It's totally however you want to do it. Make sure you check their website in case you want to, if there's something you're not sure if they would allow on the ship. There are some great photo ops, especially with the characters in their costumes as well. And one of our favorite little tips, if you're wanting to dress up on Halloween but you're going to be going full costume in the evening, you just want to have some fun during the day, or even if you're not, it's really fun to bring an extra set of Halloween themed accessories. Mask, headband, a cape, a hat, whatever works for you. You can wear that throughout the day. That way you can stay festive without committing to your full costume until it's time for the main events. Because we love a theme, I'm always going to have at least a little bit of accessory to enjoy the theme with. Also, a little bit more comfortable and definitely good for those warm days. Halloween fun for adults is a little bit limited as you get older, especially if you're an introvert. To be honest, Disney Cruise Line Halloween is absolutely perfect if you're an introvert. I speak from experience, but it's just so fun to have the ship themed all day. You get to be a kid. You really get to enjoy it, going full out with costumes. And of course, they're going to have themed desserts, beverages inside the case, inside the Cove Cafe. On the first 4 ships, they will have Halloween themed treats. These are included with the cost of your cruise. Those are fun to enjoy as well. And of course, they're going to have a spooky themed cocktail or 2. They will have a drink of the day every day on the cruise. You can get this as a cocktail or a mocktail with no alcohol. Check those out while you're on the cruise. In the evening, they will have Mickey's Masquerade. This is a fun deck party with all of your Disney pals in their Halloween costumes. It's really a lot of fun, and that's what's going to kick off the festivities for the rest of the evening. Right after the Masquerade party, they're going to have more meet and greets with the characters in their costumes, and the characters have new outfits coming out this year for 2024. I do really like the purple. They're going to have the trick-or-treating after the Masquerade party, and for the adults, they typically have an adult-only Halloween party, the Villainous Takeover. They're going to have a costume contest. You can show off your most creative, scary, or hilarious costumes, and just have a good old-fashioned Halloween dance party. And you just might get lucky with a Disney villain or 2 popping by. They are going to have a little bit of variance of activities from ship to ship, so with this especially, I say go with an open mind. Just enjoy whatever they're going to have. I have noticed in particular that the Wish seems to have a little bit less Halloween-themed activities on that Halloween day of the cruise. But they're still going to have the main events. You're going to have a great time, and you can definitely wear your costume for kids of any age. I do want to make a note though, Jack and Sally are not going to be on every ship. In particular, I noticed they were not on the Wish last year. So again, just stay open, go to have fun. That's the whole point. It's just all extra for your cruise anyway, just for some extra magical fun. And sometimes even the amounts of candy that you get will vary a little bit from ship to ship. Typically though, they are going to be giving you handfuls of candy. And don't worry about your age. Kids of any age are welcome to trick-or-treat on Disney Cruise Line. Besides the trick-or-treating, the costumes, the Halloween party, 2 other things we really like to do for the Halloween cruise is before you go on the ship, you can go to onboard gifts and purchase packages for your room. They will be delivered to your stateroom. They will be set up when you get on the ship. For Halloween and Christmas themed cruises, they have themed packages, typically with a pillow and a blanket, and sometimes a couple of other decorative items as well. They're usually about $80 or so. I really enjoy these because I love having the blanket. We use it all year round once we get home. We also like to bring some good Halloween themed magnets. You can put those on the outside of your door. That's a really fun way to decorate your door for the cruise. It's easy to find your door that way. And if you really want to add extra magic to your cruise, they will have Facebook groups for every cruise out there. These are Disney Cruiser created groups. These are not Disney Cruise Line. There's usually one for every cruise. You can usually find these Facebook groups by searching the date, destination, and ship of your sailing. In those groups, people will let other people know if they have reservations that come available, so it can help if you're looking for a specific reservation. People also like to join exchange groups, things like fish extenders, which is basically a gift exchange. I kind of think of Secret Santa. Sometimes people like to do recipe exchanges, beer swaps, candy exchanges, ornament exchanges is our very favorite one to do. Just more options to add a little bit of magic to your cruise. Absolutely not necessary whatsoever, but a fun way to add some magic to your cruise. The Disney Wish, Fantasy, and Disney Magic will all be doing Halloween cruises this fall, mid-September through October 2024. And many of these cruises are also going to the private islands. Go check out some of our videos on that if you haven't seen them yet. Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point is really something special. And in 2025, the Disney Treasure will also be doing Halloween cruises. That is going to be so cool with the Haunted Mansion Parlor. Oh my gosh, I definitely have to do a Halloween cruise. Oh, actually. Okay, and I think the ultimate Halloween cruise is going to be on the Disney Destiny with the heroes and villains themes. I really think they've got to have something special for Halloween on the high seas on the Destiny. I can't wait to see that. Anyway, back to this year. Okay, and one more pro tip. Bring some of those glow-in-the-dark necklaces or glow sticks. You can get them at the dollar store. A great way to add a little bit of fun to the evening. You can hang a couple on your door with your magnets, add a little bit to the spooky effect. No matter what you do, stay flexible. There's always going to be some changes from cruise to cruise. For sure, you're gonna have fun. And you have got to check out this video of all of the announcements they just made. There are so many changes coming.
We are doubling the size of Avengers Camp.
A whole new location on Pandora.
2 new Cars attractions.
Monsters Inc. Land.
We're adding 4 more cruise ships. We are going to do all of this.
Go check that one out. If you haven't yet, please share these with a friend. That helps us grow. I really appreciate it.